Good wine here, good for cooking. Valinor won't miss it.
By the blood of thy blood I summon thee. By the weapon of thy death I summon thee. By the power of thy name, Stenman, and the power of my will, I summon thee. Stenman, I summon thee.
I am Stenman, mystic and follower of the Warlock Lord. By my blood, by my death, by my name, I have been drawn from the grave. Why have you summoned me? Brona is the master. He will destroy all living things and rule all the dead. You too will one day serve the master. You have only to die. It is a force that draws the dead forth from the grave and prevents the living from reaching the sword of SHANNARA. You cannot. You will not. I know much more than I will ever tell. I serve only the Master. The Warlock Lord will rule the world. The Dark Lord is my master, not you. I know you, Jack, son of Shay, bane of my master. I know you, Brendel, kin of Hendel, destroyer of my plans to conquer Tircis. I know you, Shella, daughter of Menyon, my own murderer. You cannot bind me. You cannot kill me. You cannot gain that for which you summon me. I know what you want to know, and I will never tell. Only Brona can command me, never you, Jack Ormsford. You are a fool to think otherwise.
You're going to use that spell? Won't that destroy Stenman utterly?
No, you cannot use that spell. Only a master of magic can use that spell.
Creature of the dead, hear my words.
No. No, do not. You must not.
Creature of the dead, I am your destroyer. I am the reaver of your soul.
No. No, I will obey. I will do whatever you want. Don't cast that spell. Do not shatter my soul.
Creature of the dead, all that you are, all that you were, will be no more.
Stop him. You must stop him. Only I can help you. I will help you.
Jack, Stenman will help us now. Don't continue the spell.
Creature of the dead, I will annihilate you for all eternity.
No! Stop him! Stop him! Ah!
Jack, stop it! Stop reading the spell!
Creature of the dead, I now shatter...
Jack! Jack, are you all right? Jack, look at me! Jack, can you hear me? Will you be all right?
Yes, Master. I shall do as you say. You cannot. By the act of summoning me, you have damned your souls to undeath. When you die, you will be Brona's, and he will eat your souls. There is a formula that will disrupt the flow of the power. If you pour an elixir upon the field and chant the words, "Force of magic be thee gone" 3 times, the barrier will disperse. This is the formula of the spell of disruption. That which feeds upon the living, that which drives away the dead, that which died when first it blossomed, within one good gone bad. Surely, O Master, you can reckon the formula. It is the thought that gives birth to the magic. The spell will destroy the barrier and rid Tirsus of the undead.
How did you do that? I'm lighter than you are. Let me try it. If this tree falls, you owe me. Remember that, Jack. There, I got it. Now all you owe me is a kiss. Oh, that's it! You figured out part of the magical formula.
Force of magic, be thee gone. Force of magic, be thee gone. Force of magic, be thee gone.
That's it! Jack, you did it! Are you okay? Stay here and rest. I'll get Balinor. He can open the vault.
Jack, you have endangered yourself and your friends by summoning the Shade of Stenman. Brona has power over the dead, and by your use of necromancy, you have given him power over you. If you die while Brona still exists, you will all become ghosts. You did what must be done. Not even I knew the spell to destroy the barrier. Nonetheless, the price is far too high.
Then we'll have to get rid of Brona, or not die for a while. I kind of prefer both.
Brendel, you speak bravely. But the task before you is harder than you know. Behold, the sword of SHANNARA.
The sword is broken!
Yes, Brona was determined that the sword of SHANNARA would never harm him again.
But without the sword, how can we ever hope to defeat the Warlock Lord?
The sword of SHANNARA must be reforged.
Take some powerful magic to do that.
It will take magic from all of the four lands and all of the races of this world. From Arborlon in the west, you must find elf stones and an elf who can use them. From the north, you must find a troll who has the right to bear the black iris. From the east, you must seek the dwarven hammer of power and a dwarf who is willing to risk the wrath of the Warlock Lord. Finally, from the south, you must find a gnome who wields the magic torque. All four must accompany you to the Hadeshorn, where the shade of the Archdruid Bremen will use the magic of all these items to reforge the sword of SHANNARA.
But, Alanon, no one could find all those things, or make the races work together.
Jack can.
He's already got his dwarf.
He's got me to protect him.
Jack Omsford, you are now the bearer of the sword of SHANNARA. Do you accept this task, impossible though it might be? Very well, Jack Omsford. Now journey with your companions to Arborlon. Seek the elf stones and the elf who can use them. King Eventine Elesidil will aid you. I return to the Hadeshorn to do what I can to prevent Brona from gaining more power over you. Good luck, all of you.
I must stay and rebuild Tircis. However, Jack, were I not now king, I too would be at your side. May fortune favor you all. The fate of the world is yours to bear.
We should take the road back south until we come to a road leading to Kern where we can spend the night before going on to Arborlon.
Road's been cleared.
Yes, Balinor sent some troops against the monsters we met coming up. We should be safe if we stay near the roads. There's the ferry. At least we know Balinor's men made sure this ferry doesn't have any monsters waiting for us. We're almost to the ferry that goes to the island city of Kern. Yes, if my father hadn't warned the city about the approaching army, many people would have died. They've built the city back up, but you can still see areas that were burned to the ground. She lived here before she married father. I visited here with her once. The city's surrounded by the Myrmidon River. It's on the way to Arborlon, and we can eat a real meal there, instead of trail rations.
Forgive me, Master, for not destroying Jack Omsford. I knew only that I needed to return to you, and I could not keep you waiting.
You fool! This mortal creature seeks to restore the sword of SHANNARA. He must be destroyed!
But you destroyed the sword of SHANNARA. How could it be restored?
Accursed Alanon and my archfoe Bremen will use the magic of others to reforge it. This must not happen!
But how do we stop this?
You will go to the north and make certain that the trolls and the elves go to war. Such ancient foes will never ally with one another, and thus the sword of Shannara will never be reforged.
What of Ormsford?
Shifter, I will give you a new shape. Use it to slay Ormsford and his followers.
I will obey.
According to the map in Tircis, Arborlon is to the northwest. We need to take another ferry across the Myrmidon to get there.
Welcome, strangers, to Arborlon. What brings you to the Elven lands? The king is away. You will need to speak with Prince Arian. Follow the path, and you will come to the manor of the Elven rulers. There are no walls around this part of Arborlon. The forest protects us. No, my curious friend. You have already passed many guards. You were not enemies, so you passed without challenge.
We didn't see any guards.
You were not supposed to see them. I am Lessa, guard of Arborlon and a warrior of Prince Arian. You may all pass freely through the elf lands.
That must be the royal manor up ahead.
Good day, travelers. I am Davio, advisor of Arborlon. Welcome to the Elflands.
I am Princess Shella of Lee. This is Jack Ormsford, and this is Brendel.
Welcome to all of you. How may I help you? Prince Arian is very busy right now. May I be of service to you? That is grave news indeed. I shall send a messenger to King Eventine forthwith.
Where is King Eventine?
He is leading the army of Arborlon to Strellerheim Plains to rescue his son Ain from the trolls. I will inform Prince Arian again that you desire an audience with him. In the meantime, you are guests of Arborlon. Go where you like and see the beauty of the elvish lands. Elfstones. My, your task is not an easy one.
What do you mean by that?
You are fortunate that I am a scholar and historian. Elfstones and magic are two areas of my studies. Jack Ormsford, was it not your father who held the last-known set of blue elfstones? Elfstones are extremely rare. If the bearer of the stones dies while using them, the stones are destroyed. Over the centuries, most elfstones have been destroyed or lost to our knowledge. Shay Ormsford was the last person actually to use elfstones.
Don't the elves use them?
The elves have not used elfstones for centuries. Most elves do not know they ever existed. There are several colours. The blue stones that Shay Ormsford held were seeking stones. The green stones were stones of protection. There was even said to be a black elf stone, but I have been unable to ascertain its abilities. That is the difficulty. You see, Jack Ormsford, as far as anyone really knows, your father has the only elfstones in existence.
But Alanon sent us here to find some.
Alanon sent you here? That is most interesting indeed. Then perhaps the rhyme of the rune will aid us. Very few elves ever had the will to use the elfstones, but the SHANNARA family had a strong affinity for magic. Shay Ormsford could use the elfstones because of his SHANNARA blood. That placard on the wall near the fireplace refers to the rune diamonds. They are somehow linked with the elf stones and the rune rock. I will need to do more research to discover the link between them. I will be honored to help you however I can. There are many ancient books here, and I will look up all available information on the subject. I am certain that the rune rock in the Gardens of Life is somehow tied to your quest.
What is this supposed to mean?
No one is certain, although many scholarly papers have been written about it. It refers to a series of runes that represent the various magical forces. Prince Erion will see you now. I have informed him of your purpose. A servant waits on the other side of the far door to lead you to the council room.
So, the Warlock Lord has returned, and once again the world must be saved by a half-breed. A pity Brona wiped out all the elven descendants of the SHANNARA line. Now the druid insists that you find some elf stones here. There have not been elf stones in Arbalon for centuries. Your mission is doomed.
Davio doesn't seem to think so.
Princess Shella, Scholar Davio is a foolish old pedant. He knows only his books. Return to your homelands. When the armies of Arbalon return with my father, we elves will ride to war against Brona directly. This time we will destroy him forever. If you choose to so waste your time, it is your own concern. The Sword of Shannara has twice failed to destroy the Warlock Lord. We have depended upon magic too long. We need to rely on our strength at arms and our strategy at war. Only then will the threat of Brona be eliminated.
But Brona will use magic against you. He almost won the last war.
That is because we did not face Brona directly, but fought only against his allies. This time, I will lead our armies to victory. Because those thrice-cursed trolls invaded Arbalon and kidnapped my brother. The elven armies will make them pay for their stupidity. I am very busy and have little time to waste. You are welcome to stay in Arbalon as long as you desire, but I do advise you not to waste your time seeking magic. The armies of Arbalon will prevail against the Dark Lord. You have my permission to leave.
I trust your meeting with Prince Erion was interesting. Now you will need to seek the rune diamonds. Runes are symbolic inscriptions with great magical significance.
Which means...
Basically, runes are magical writing. They are reputed to be rhombus-shaped, roughly ranging from the size of a hand to 2 hands, inscribed with a rune symbol representing the associated magical property.
Could you be a little less obscure?
All right. Rune diamonds are diamond-shaped and marked with a runic symbol of either elf, earth, air, water, fire, or life. Does that make better sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Well, that will be difficult.
What do you mean by that?
This is the point upon which other scholars disagree with me. Most elvish scholars believe the rune diamonds to be purely symbolic, arcane, and lost to our current knowledge. I believe they are linked to the rhyme of runes. I have studied the rune rock in the Gardens of Life. I believe that it is designed to contain a series of rune diamonds related directly to the rhyme of runes. I believe the purpose of the rhyme of runes and the rune rock is to protect a set of elf stones.
Did you find this in your studies?
Not exactly, but it's a theory of mine. However, if you find some elf stones as a result of all this, I shall be proven correct.
So this could all be a wild elf stone chase.
Well, yes, but if I am incorrect, there are no elf stones to be found in Arbalon. Search Arbalon for the rune diamonds. If you can find even one, you will know that we are on the correct path.
All right for now, but I want my scarf back.
You better clean that out when you're done with it.
It's a beautiful garden, isn't it? I've never seen a tree quite like that one.
Greetings again, far travelers. My brother Hani serves in King Eventine's army. They will soon return victorious against the treacherous armies of the trolls. Your courtesy reflects your honor, Jack Omsford. Please leave that ladder where it is. I need to get up to this guard post.
We have to get to the roof of the manor house.
Then we need to make some arrangement. Why do you want me to take this rope? I will use your rope for a while if you will return the ladder when you are finished with it.
We're going to drag this ladder all the way to the manor house? It's a long way down there.
Jack and I can handle this.
Oh, I'll help. It's just going to be even more trouble trying to get it back up here. Let's set the ladder up over there. Carrying this was entirely too much work. I hate the idea of having to take it back uphill.
You two go on up. I'll support this thing from down here.
This is a very steep roof, so we'll need to be careful. Some of these roof slats are loose.
Thank you for the use of your rope. I hope the ladder aided you. Now that I have done you a favor, Jack Omsford, will you perhaps do a favor for me?
What sort of favor do you want Jack Omsford to do?
Here is a ring to give to the prince. You need only tell him that it is from she who waits.
Why don't you just give the ring to the prince yourself?
Prince Arian will understand why I do this.
What? Who is this from?
It's from the guard Lessa for Prince Arian.
Oh, you startled me for a moment. For the prince? I'd better take this to him immediately. Prince Arian formally requests to speak with you now.
Scholar Davio tells me that you received a silver ring from the guard Lessa to give to me. Is that true?
Yes. What's this all about?
It is an elvish custom, not your concern. However, I do formally request that you give this golden ring to the guard Lessa.
Jack, that pendant Prince Arian is wearing, doesn't it look like a rune diamond? Your Highness, what is the object you wear around your neck?
It is an insignia of my high office. This is a symbol of rulership, not some fantasy of Davio's. Of course not. It does not leave my neck. I have been willing to indulge you on your futile quest thus far, but I refuse this ridiculous request. That will be all. You are dismissed.
Did you give my ring to Prince Aryan? How wonderful. I only dreamed that such a thing might happen. Thank you truly, Jack Omsford. For your kindness, how may I now help you? It only means that we may now court. If we enjoy one another's company, perhaps we will wed.
I'm sure that Prince Aryan will enjoy your company.
Perhaps I can speak with the prince for you. What is the matter, Jack Omsford?
We need to borrow the elf rune he wears.
Tell me, Jack, is this important to you?
It's important to all of us.
Then I will speak directly to the prince for you. Perhaps I can convince him of your honor. If you, Jack Omsford, will guard my post for me, I shall go now to speak with Aryan.
Think she can sway Aryan?
I'm willing to bet on it. She's good at manipulating men.
Here is the elf rune. Prince Aryan only requests that you return it as soon as you can.
How did you get Aryan to give it to you?
He is most kind to those he considers important.
Wait, I want to get my scarf. There. Now the fountain is the way it should be. We found them. We got the elf stones.
How wonderful! May I please see them? Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to escort you immediately to Prince Aryan. Please follow me.
It is well that you returned the elf rune, Jack Omsford. As for your party, Princess Shella, I assume you will be leaving Arbalon now.
We need to find an elf to join us.
You want an elf to join your futile mission against the Warlock Lord? No elf would be so foolish. Those elves who remain in Arbalon are either unfit for travel or have duties that prevent them from serving the elvish armies. You can travel east to the Strelaheim Plains, where you will find the armies of Arbalon and my father, King Eventine. Very well. Since you have embraced your own destruction by attempting to face the Warlock Lord directly, I must respect your courage, even as I question your intelligence. I will aid you in your mission. I grant you a writ of free passage, which will allow you to travel unquestioned through our armies in Strelaheim, and to speak with King Eventine. Good fortune to you all, for you will need it.
That went very well. You certainly managed to impress Prince Aryan. Oh, I would love to see the magic you will experience. However, I'm afraid I'm not much of an adventurer. I was never very good at fighting or traveling. You honor me with your invitation, but I fear I would be more of a liability than an asset.
We need an elf who can use the elf stones.
I am not certain anyone around here could actually use the elf stones. It is a rare elf with such an affinity for magic. However, an elf would only have to touch the stones to know if he or she had the potential to wield them. It will be dangerous there, with the troll armies massed against our armies of Avalon. Why must you go there of all places?
We need to find a trollish magic item and a troll who can wield it.
A troll? How will you get one of those foul creatures to help you?
Jack will figure out something.
There is great glory in magic, but all magic has a price, Jack. Sometimes the price is too great, but you will not always have a choice in the matter. The fate of the world again depends upon a descendant of SHANNARA. I wish you well, Jack, and all the luck in the world. Would that I could help you more. They are most beautiful. I can feel the power flowing within them. I can feel the magic.
Guess that makes you our companion, if you're willing to come along. Either that, or you'll have to give the elf stones back to us.
I could never bear to give these up. They are far too precious.
Then let's get going.
Do you really want me, of all elves, to join you?
Come on, Davio. You're the best magic-using elf we know.
Greetings, good Davio, and to you all. How is it that you travel this day?
I have joined with Jack Omsford, Princess Shella, and Brendel to aid them against the Warlock Lord.
Davio, are you not a little old for such adventuring?
I am needed, and so I must go, Lessa.
I wish you all well wherever you must go.
We travel first to the war-torn lands where our armies now clash with the trolls.
Remember me then to my brother Hani, and tell him how things now fare between Prince Arian and myself, if you but have the chance.
If we have a chance, Lessa, we shall.
Good faring and good fortune.
Also to you, farewell.